What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of the RTG Career Mode. It's episode number 65, and this is it. It is the final episode of the save today as we take on Liverpool in the Champions League final, going for Plymouth's first ever European on and hoping to not bow out trophyless in our final season of the save. So we're going to crack straight into it for the CL final, where we'll be playing at the, class, the Olympiastadion. Love to see that. And there is a bit of good news as well, because we have Mateus Fernandes back for the final as well. I do have to take Vandenberg off the bench. Can't do that. No, I want him on the bench at least, man. We'll take off Jason now. But yeah, heading into the CL final, I'm not going to start him though. He's not played a minute of football for months. So Morgs, who's had a great run in his absence, will start. But other than that, I'm okay with how the lineup is. And yeah, of course, they're going to play us in the green as well. So I just want to say massive thank you for supporting the save, guys. No matter what happens in this final, we're definitely underdogs, no doubt about it, against this Liverpool team that have just won the title, but as we'll bump the half length up to 4 as well. It's been an amazing save. I've absolutely loved it from the first season to the last, and hopefully we'll bow out with the trophy as well. So let's dive right into it. Champions League final, first in history for Plymouth, Liverpool at the Olympiastadion. Come on, the Bills. So I will be making a special series finale for tonight as well, a compilation of the best bits in the save, and there's been a lot of them as well, so that should be really fun to make. And hopefully we'll include a Champions League win as well to end that series finale. But even if we do come up trophyless here, I'm not going to be devastated. It'll be a blow, don't get me wrong, but it's still been an amazing save. Gutted if we do finish trophyless, but it's still been such a great save. And so to get to the final in our first ever year in the Champions League has still been a great achievement. Kante says, no, Gavin, we need to win it. Oh. And that reaction says it all. Ibrahim Kante, record-breaking 19 goals in this Champions League season, misses the target. Got to finish that. That's what we need to do though. Get chances early doors, you know. And we didn't do that against Monaco in the first leg of the semi, hence we finished 0-0. But we did it in the second leg back in Devon, where we won 2-0. Play on the front foot, look aggressive early doors, header away, it'll drop to Nathan Wood, Wood controls, hurdles a tackle, goes for goal from range, shot deflected and turned behind for a corner. But this is exactly what you want to do in a final when you're an underdog. Don't recede into yourself, don't stay in your shell, come out, go at them, see what you can do, try and get yourself an early goal if you can. Plymouth at the moment, looking good despite being a weaker team. Robert Barr looking to turn his man, drops it to Hincapie, shot deflected, and that could have gone anywhere as it diverts over the bar for another corner. And Plymouth have got Liverpool absolutely penned here in the early stages. The Reds struggling to get out. As that's going to block to Hincapie. Will keep the chance alive. You won't know. Crowd yelling shoot. He'll try to shot block. Barr gets a shot away. Costa makes a comfortable save. Drops to Whittaker at the far post. He'll dink one in. Headed away. And Liverpool clear. What a frenetic start. Yeah, cracking start this. Cracking start. Liverpool struggling to get out. As Wood clips it for Kante. Keeps us to be careful. And he is. Costa did really well under the pressure of the big king. Liverpool still tied, but they have literally not been out of their half for practically the entire first half. 32 minutes in, and they can't break down the duo of Double H and Wood. And when they do get inside the half, it's only temporarily. Mumba's going to win that back straight away. They are struggling early doors. This is exactly what we want to do. Keep Liverpool penned, but take a chance. As Whittaker is denied by Costa. We have missed a few really decent opportunities in this first half. We won't get away with this unless we finish one of them. Liverpool may only need the one. We haven't got one yet. This is poor finishing. Liverpool have not even got close to the goal yet. I mean, we haven't even seen Julian on camera for the entire half. It's been that controlled from Plymouth. The only thing that we're missing is a goal. And we've got one! Finally! King Kante, with his 20th of the Champions League season, fires in the breakthrough and Plymouth lead. Liverpool have not had a sniff in this first half. Finally, I've seen Julian for the first time in the half on the camera as the cross is put in. Hincapie does well. And we'll get it back to Agazabala, and that should do it for the half. But there's no way Liverpool are that passive in the second half. I'm sure they're going to come out with a much more aggressive mentality, and they'll need to, otherwise we'll be walking to the trophy. Kante with the opener, Plymouth lead, but really, I'm disappointed we're not up by 2 or 3. Yeah, we should be up by at least, and let me say that again, at least 2 goals, really 3 in this second half. But I guess then again, being 3-0 up against Liverpool in the Champions League final is probably going to spell disaster. So missing chances allowed the Reds to stay in it, but if we keep playing like we have, we'll get a second goal. We should have had it there. Iwono denied by Costa. How many more chances are we going to miss? It is still 1-0. It's all Plymouth. Literally all Plymouth. If Liverpool level, I'm going to be fuming. So they just had their first shot deflected behind for a corner by Hincapie. Here come the Reds, and we were waiting for this. With 26 to play, Agger's about to thought about it and decided against it, as we'll get it clear, and Bolde pops it back in. Agazabala with the save, and here come the Reds. Here come the favourites. Here come Liverpool. Julian with a big save. Still leading by 1. And as things stand, I think we're probably going to rue missing all those chances. Tonali, good delivery. Agazabala didn't want to try and catch it. Punched it away. It got to Costa on the edge. He'll go for goal. Just wide of the post. And there's only 12 minutes to play here. And we're still holding on to that slender 1-goal lead. I can't believe there's only been 1 goal in this game. Costa and Agazabala, to be fair, have done well between the sticks, but even so, all we've got to do is keep holding the ball, and we'll keep holding the trophy. But I think, oh, what a ball! I think we need a second. Come on, you one. You're going to beat Calvin Ramsey. Takes his time. Fernandez off the bench. Kante for the dagger. King Kante on the biggest stage in the biggest game of his career has just bagged the brace to wrap up the Champions League for Plymouth. Fernandez off the bench, first appearance in months after injury, the difference maker, rolling it to the King, and Plymouth have surely done it now. Game over in Berlin. Argyle are Champions League winners. I mean, to be fair, we've made hard work of this. We've made really hard work of this. I mean, we should have been 2-0 up at half-time, let alone coming towards full-time. Yeah, this is Liverpool in the Champions League final. Why am I saying that the game's over when it clearly isn't? Openda has got a goal. A little bit of a glitch in the celebration, but it's not over. There's 3 minutes to play, so you might as well stay with me for this. Can Plymouth hold their nerve against Liverpool, who are no stranger to great Champions League comebacks, finals or otherwise? But I think we'll be okay. Just don't misplace a pass, Doxy boy. Just don't misplace a pass. That's fine. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. And we will, in the end, hold on. Well, making hard work of things in this final. Oh, Kante for a hat-trick, no, cleared. And that is going to do it. We'll hold on despite losing a clean sheet and bow out with it. Plymouth Argyle will not end trophyless and will win their first ever European trophy to end the save. It's a fairy tale finish to one of my favourite saves in years and years and years. Underdogs for the final, but turned up on the front foot. Probably should have won by more, but won it regardless. First time in club history, first time in the save, perfect way to bow out. Plymouth Argyle, Champions League winners. You know, earlier when I said I won't be gutted if we don't win the Champions League final? I lied. I lied. I would have been absolutely devastated to have ended this save trophyless. But thankfully it doesn't come to that. We turned up in Berlin on the front foot from the first whistle and really should have won by more, to be honest. But the most important thing is we did win Plymouth's first ever European honour and the perfect way to end the save. Might have surrendered our Premier League title to Liverpool, but bowing out with Europe's greatest honour, the Champions League, and getting it done in Berlin. Absolutely delighted. And for Kante to score both the goals as well, picturesque. Fairy tale. I could not have asked for a better finish to one of my favourite saves on career mode in these recent years. I've had a blast with this one, and this is the perfect finale. And you'll see the stats in a moment as well. I mean, you know, we thoroughly deserved the game. Yes, Liverpool got one back late, and there was a spell, to be fair, around the 55 to 70 minute mark where they were on top, to be fair. Agrizabala made a really important save too, but other than that period and the late goal they scored, we were in control from the first minute, really, and thoroughly deserved to do it. So that is that. Plymouth Argyle have done it. They have won the Champions League to go along with the Premier League we won last year and 2 Carabao Cups. We end the save with 4 major honours and the biggest of the lot in our final episode of the save. And I'm being asked about Iwoano's dribbling in the game, not this historic moment. EA have got to fix the post-match interviews, haven't they, man? They are just absolutely ridiculous. It's like, come on, seriously, I think there's bigger things to discuss here. But it's done. We've done it. Perfect way to end the save. Plymouth Champions League winners. So to end the save, we'll take a look at who won what in the other competitions, as Man City were Carabao Cup winners and Newcastle United won the FA Cup this year, beating Chelsea in the final. Gavin Harris getting his hands on silverware. As for the other European competitions, guys, this is interesting. But in the Conference League, Strasbourg beat Celtic by a goal to 0 to win the Conference League this year. Interesting winner there. And as for the Europa League, how about this? Winners, Parma. How cool is that? 90s throwback. Parma, Europa League winners this year, beating Chelsea on pens. And of course, for the Champions League, for those that missed it, we finished second in the league phase, winning 6 of 8 and only losing once, which was the final game of the league phase, which meant nothing as we'd already guaranteed top 8 finish. We then thrashed Napoli in the last 16, making a statement, just about scraped through Bayern. That was the toughest tie of the lot, no doubt. And then, of course, overcame Monaco in the semis 2-0 and then beat Liverpool in the final you just saw. Absolutely buzzing to bow out with that Champions League, man, honestly. Looking at some other leagues around the world, Brentford and Leeds are up to the Premier League for next year, though of course we won't play. Ipswich, Burnley, Bristol City and Hull City will be in the playoffs in the Championship this year. And as for League 1 and League 2, you see Pompey and Sheffield Wednesday were the top tier in the 3rd tier this season. And as for League 2, the top 3 were Crawley Town, MK Dons and Doncaster Rovers this season as well. Paris Saint-Germain winners of Ligue 1 this year, no shocks there, finishing 15 points clear of Marseille this season. Bayern not even finishing top 4 in the Bundesliga this year, 5th place finish for them. Dortmund champions, Leipzig 2nd, Leverkusen 3rd and Wolfsburg 4th this year. Might have been thrashed by us in the Champions League, but were Serie A winners by a goal, or is it head-to-head in the Serie A? I can never remember. Napoli winners, Juve 2nd into 3rd and AC Milan 4th this year. PSV champions of the Eredivisie, finishing 2 clear of Ajax and AZ Alkmaar in 3rd this season. And as for Liga Portugal, Benfica 3 clear of Porto and Sporting in 3rd in the Portuguese top tier this season. Normal order restored in the Scottish Premiership. First it was Hearts, then Aberdeen. The craziest 2 seasons I've ever seen, but this year the old firm boys back on top. Rangers 1st and Celtic 2nd. And as for La Liga, Barca 4 clear of Real Madrid to win the Championship. Sociedad 3rd and Atletico Madrid 4th this season. And of course, as we end with the final 2, Besiktas 4 clear of Galatasaray in the Turkish Super League this season. And as for the MLS, it is Nashville, who are unbeaten in their first 15 games, 1 clear of Orlando City at this stage in the MLS. The MLS is so, like, every year it's a different team on top. It is so competitive. And so the final thing we'll do to end the save is take one final look at the Plymouth team. And what a team this is, man. Absolutely incredible. I'd say we're probably amongst the top 5 or 6 highest rated teams in the world now, with a 90 rated player and 2 players about to hit 90 in Jarell and Kante. But I love how we built the team though. I love how we built the team. It's like, it's the perfect blend of academy graduates, 4 in the first 11 are youth academy graduates. OGs we inherited, Mumba the highest rated player in the team, and Whittaker still gets a lot of minutes as well. But also superstar talent we brought in, such as Jarrell and such as Hincapie, but also superstars we developed, like Hayden Hackney becoming 86 overall, for example. I really feel like the way we built this team is what made this save so fun. It was the perfect blend of young players out of the academy, players we turned into stars, and players we bought in as ready-made stars as well. It was the perfect blend in this save, and no doubt about it, I'm more than happy ending the save with this team because it's one of the most fun teams I've built in years of playing career mode. It's been so much fun, and as you wrap up the save and wrap up the season by showing the full stats here, guys, I just want to say thank you so much for supporting the save. Honestly, it's been one of my most enjoyable career mode saves in years and years and years. I've absolutely loved it, and that's my brother calling me. 1 second. Yep, Jarrell, obviously, really solid debut and only season for us as the club record signing of the save, of course. And I love how, as well, that the club record signing cost us under, was it 80 million? I think we bought him for like 75 million or something. That's incredible when you think about it, man. Like, 8 seasons in. When was the last time I did a save or I had a club record signing under 80 million in a save this long? I mean, that just goes to show you that working with those limited budgets, as frustrating as it was, added to the challenge. And as I said before, I think it made it more fun, personally speaking. But Hincapie, solid ever since we brought him in, man. I would go as far as saying that after all of the defenders I've used in FC25 so far, Hincapie is the best I've used. He is absolutely class, playing out from the back, but also defensively as well. Gutted that I couldn't turn Afaiki into one of the best right backs in Europe. That was the plan when we brought him back. Sadly, his growth was incredibly slow, but even so, from Tonga, that was so cool, man. But even so, Hackney, really smart pickup there, growing again to 86 overall. This is a case of when dynamic potential is working, by the way. I've said before, dynamic potential, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. This is a case where it worked out brilliantly, and he was fantastic. But as for Nathan Wood, my favourite youth player in the save, man, the big boy, so stocky, but he put in big performances night in, night out, up to 81 overall. And again, like Afaiki, his growth should have been quicker, but to be fair, brilliant player, never let me down, and also showing that the overall rating really isn't that important. He's that good, man, seriously. But I got this guy at the academy in the last episode, by the way, Shantunek from Cambodia. Sadly, don't get to use him after all, but he had a 92 to 94 potential rating, man, so it just goes to show if we were to continue, we'd still keep having success, I'm sure, with the academy grads. One more time, do it with me one more time. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Vandenberg, my lord, Vandenberg, one of my favourite players in FC25 so far, and again, just showing you that working with small budgets has its advantages. Using players you might have never heard of before become icons for you. I didn't know who Davy Vandenberg was when I signed him. I know who he is now. He's got a big fan in me. But Fernandez, the difference maker, gutted the injuries really stunted him. Not just this season, but a couple of years ago as well when he did the ACL. However, great stats, 9 goals and 16 assists in 30 games in all competitions, and of course that one for the dagger in the Champions League final as well. Guy I never got to use Tommy Stevens too. We got him back from Leicester earlier this season in January. Got to 85 overall before the season-ending injury, but this guy's stats are incredible, man, and no doubt about it, from next year onwards, I'll be having him starting in my team with Fernandez on the bench. Whitaker, one of the OGs, 6 goals and 11 assists in 29, and again, another reason why I love this save. OGs still proving their worth, even in our final season of the save. Of course, he scored in that Champions League semi as well against Monaco, didn't he? Proving his worth there too. Robert Barr, the Prince, 4 goals and 11 assists in 51. His direct contributions to goals were actually quite low when you consider his superstar stats, but his influence in general was just fantastic. He was so quick, so agile, amazing dribbler, as was this man as well, Yuono. 7 goals and 11 assists in 44 games. Slightly better season than Robert, but again, Indonesian winger, absolutely fantastic. Both of which on the flanks, I'm sure, if we played 1 or maybe 2 more years, would have got to 90 overall. But of course, I want to end on him, as you see Logan Matthews here. Really solid player since coming back from loan. But the king, the star of the show, the star of the save, record-breaking season, 53 goals in 51 games in all competitions, plus the 18 assists as well. Don't forget that. Winning 3 straight golden boots, back-to-back assist titles in the Premier League, and a record-breaking Champions League season as well. I don't think I have ever had a player score that many goals in a single Champions League season. 21, new record in total, and I think it's a Docks record as well. I don't think I've ever had a player score 21 Champions League goals in a single season. For anyone to break it, I'm not surprised. It was the king. And of course, that brace on the Champions League final, winning it for us. So guys, that is it. That is it. The save comes to an end here. And I just want to say thank you so much for all the support on the save, man. It has been incredible, without a shadow of a doubt. One of my favourite saves in years and years and years of playing career mode. It has been brilliant from the first season, Championship playoff final heartbreak, all the way through to the last Champions League winners. It has been such a fun yet challenging journey, and I've enjoyed every step of the way. And I want to say thank you for all your support throughout it. Much love to you all, guys. Have a fantastic day, and I'll return later with a special montage of the best bits in the save for the series finale. And then tomorrow morning, we'll begin a brand new career mode. I love you guys so much. I appreciate you so much. Much love to you all, and I'll see you for the series finale, the best bits, very soon.